than less Punjabi, because more kids can understand that. And also there was an advice you're trying to split, maybe turn into 2 classes here, one for the grown-ups and one for the kids alone. We're going to see if we can do that. Okay? We're going to try to make that effort so we can bring it down here to such a level here so there is no issues there for you to understand. Remember that party? Gava ko tarn, hove kasetan. Tarn, what does the word tarn means? Anybody? That's the power. We can't describe the powers of God. We can talk about it. We know He's all powerful, but we just don't know how powerful He is. Okay? But nobody can actually completely tell us how powerful God is. What He can or cannot do. Okay? Even saying the word, what He can't do, doesn't really fit into the whole scheme. Okay. And that was the whole meaning of this morning. Okay? There's a lot of us, all we know is we're told and we start to believe in it, and we should, because our Guru says so, that He's all powerful. And there is no one that can actually come close to it. There is nobody that's equal to Him. Only He knows how big He is, how powerful He is, what His capabilities are. And some will actually see His gifts, the things that we get, the life we get, and everything else that we get, and we see that as a sign that He's there. Okay? Some of us praise Him because we get the presence and the gifts, and the gift of life is the ultimate gift that we get. And we treat that as a proof of His existence. Can we exist without Him? Just think about it. I mean, there's a point to ponder about. The human body is so complex, we have not been able to duplicate this one. And probably won't be in its entirety forever. Because if that was the case, we should be able to take care of all the diseases. We can't. We cannot fight nature. We cannot duplicate it. We can just simply work with it. Okay? Paramatma. And that, to make something this complex, just to give you one example. We talked about this one here one time. Organ transplants. Somebody's kidney is failing, so we go and get and put that kidney into another person. Okay? A healthy kidney. Guess what? Your body knows it's not yours, it rejects it. Okay? And the people that receive those transplants have to take medications all the time to suppress that immune system, so eventually it's forced to accept it. And the day they don't take the medication, it's rejected. Now, is there a barcode on it? The body scanning? How does the body knows? शरीर ਨੂੰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਅੰਗ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ? It's amazing. Just think about heart, such a delicate organ. Who put it there? Yet it's put in such a strong skeleton. Okay? Such a strong skeleton to protect it. Do you ever worry about sleeping and rolling over on your side and worrying about crushing your own heart? You don't. It's there. Yet if you were to touch it with your bare finger, you would probably have some sort of a reaction to it. Now, who put it there? Look at our brain. We can't figure it out. What part actually causes our thoughts? But God made that. Somebody had to do this one here. Can you imagine the capability, the abilities of that power? Okay? It's mind-boggling. And it's not only humans. They're living beings in places where you cannot even imagine they can survive. under the ocean, 3-4 kilometers deep, into acidic nature, 400 or 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? They survive. So that is the essence of God. When you start to think about His creation and how complex that is, then you have no other choice but to believe there has to be something that created it. And that something is the God Himself. Because otherwise it will totally defy the notion of this creation and its existence. Not only it's created, it's sustained. Okay? And throughout. And we're probably not the only one in this universe. We just can't reach on the other extremes to find out what's out there. And that's why Gurmani says, Tu beyant ko verla. Ko verla. That means there's a possibility you can know. But how do you know? By reading Gurmani, by understanding it, by acquiring the qualities, and by becoming exactly like God. ਜਦੋਂ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਵਰਗੇ ਬਣ ਜਾਗੇ, ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਮਾ ਜਾਗੇ. When you are absorbed into God, then you will actually see. We're going to come to this party. That's why I'm kind of doing the background of this one here, because you will actually see that in this next party we're going to discuss. And we said, and there's a direct relationship between the third party and the fourth one. Gavako, Gurmat, Vidyanyansha. Beautiful qualities. Some of us will actually sit down, take the time of our life, and sing about the qualities that the Lord has. Just like we discussed. He's just an architect. A beautiful one. Look what He's designed. Can you imagine the sky being red? Can you stare at a red wall all day? You probably can't. You look up into the sky, it's all that beautiful blue color is so soothing to the eyes. You don't have to imagine red. Can you stare into the sky at nighttime? It's all black. Is it soothing to your eyes? It isn't. You just want to see that beautiful expanse. So we discussed this one already. Gavako Vidya Vikamvicha. And there's a lot of us will sit down and think about and ponder upon those very difficult concepts of Gurmani that will actually lead us to firmly believe in the existence of God. And we'll start to understand His workings. And not for the fact that we want to use that knowledge to interfere with His creation. We are to follow His command, His constitution, His set of guidelines. Okay? Gaveko Vidya Vikamvicha. Some people will sit there and use the worldly knowledge to ponder upon the difficult philosophical concepts behind His creation. And then some will actually think about and sing that He creates us, then He destroys us, He creates the bodies, and He puts the life into those ones, and when He takes that life away, we're done, we're finished, that's the end of it. Gaveko Saj Karitanki. And then Gaveko Ji left with it. He gives us the life, then He takes it away. Okay? I'm going to quickly skim through this one here so we can get to the next party. And here's something that we all suffer from. We consider God at some far away place on some sky and in some faraway corner of the universe, that He's sitting there and with His, I don't know, Hubble telescope watching over us. Somehow we think like that. Gavako Japa Desivu. To some it seems He's far away. Is He? No? Then where is He? Right in our hearts. We wouldn't exist without His being there. And that's